In the heart of Scotland, a mother embarks on a courageous journey, shrouded in uncertainty, yet full of resilience. Having recently moved from Nigeria, she faces the unexpected challenges of her daughter's diagnosis with the Angelman syndrome. Let's get to meet you. Start with your name.
My name is a student in Nigeria. I'm a mom of 3 lovely kids, 2 boys, and my beautiful girl.
What you noticed the first time she was diagnosed?
That was 2019 when I gave birth, September 2019 when I gave birth to her. And you know the normal milestone of a child, when they get to a certain age, they ought to have sat down. When they get to a certain age, they ought to be creeping or be gripping stuff. That time, let's say at 6 months, she was not sitting, was not crying, and so many things, they were just coming up. We had to see the doctor. So on getting to the hospital, she was diagnosed that she had delayed development. We started seeing the physiotherapist to help her sitting down. So when she was 1 plus, I think 1 year, 9 months, still had to, when we to University of Benin Teaching Hospital, so we had to go. We asked our doctor to give us, then he gave us referrals. They did series of tests for her. After the test, the result came out. They did blood count and all that, a level of sugar, and boom, the doctor said she had delayed development as well, and a mix of epilepsy as well. Going forward, they changed her medication. The medication they gave us from the private hospital we were in, the doctor said we shouldn't use it, that it's not meant to be for her. We started on Epilim. After taking Epilim for, I think we are with UBTH for a year plus. That was when she was already 2. I think December 2020, that was when she started working for the first time. After a while with UBTH, hoping for the best for her, thinking, okay, with this new, as a student, it was really challenging for me. I won't lie, it has really been very, very challenging. I hardly get focused, because there are times I might be in the library, I say, okay, I want to get my assessment done, I want to get this done. Yes, I'm reading, but when I remember that I have a child back home, how is she doing? Is she okay? Is she having epilepsy? What is happening to her? So I get distracted with things like that, so I just flip up my things and I start going home. So it has not been easy on my own part, getting to focus on my academics.
How have you been coping compared to Nigeria with a child with special needs? How has that been for you?
It's been very, very difficult, I won't lie. Back then in Nigeria, we had all the support we needed. Our parents were there, our brothers, our sisters were there. They could come in and support us in various ways. But coming into a new country where you have practically no support, we just have ourselves as our support system. It's really difficult. It's nothing to write home about, but it's been the grace of God. God has been helping us. That is what I can say.
When you're given this Angelman syndrome, you say you did not accept it. Could you tell us more about that?
I don't think there's any parent or mom that they would tell the child that the child have this particular disease or particular condition, and they want to grab it and welcome it. Yes, my child has it. When we are told that this is the condition that our child had, we didn't accept it. And why I said we didn't accept it, because it's something we've never heard of. It's something that we've not heard of in our family. It's not something that we have come across. Like, we're walking and we've been reading and we came across something like that. So talking about these things, we don't really talk about it because it's not something that we accepted. It's not something that we would accept any day, any rain, come shine. So we never accepted it, and we don't want to talk about it. The only thing we try to do, we try to support her, give her all she needs, try to be there for her when she needs it. So that is just how we've been surviving. When we were told about this diagnosis about our daughter, it's not something that you accept easily. It's not something that you digest. So for my husband, it came as a big blow to him. Like when I was pregnant, oh, my princess is coming, my princess is coming. A princess came in with lots of challenges, with lots of this, that about her. It was actually a big blow for him, and it's not easy for him. He's trying to, I don't know how to put it, but he's not being himself. He's not being himself, so he's not handling it. At times it becomes too emotional. He does not want to do. He will just sit down and be looking at her like, could this be my daughter? What is happening to you? What happened? At what point did we go wrong? At what point did we cause this to happen to you? So on his own part, you see, there are times depression just come in and you try to fight it, but how else can you fight it when you keep seeing her in that state? So that's for him. I don't know how he expresses it more. Okay, on my own part, I believe every mother, they wouldn't want anything wrong with their children. So seeing your child in that state is not for the number of years I've had her, I've known the definition of depression. When I was breastfeeding her, I breastfed her for close to 3 years, just trying to keep her close to me. When people see me breastfeeding her, they'll be wondering, why are you still breastfeeding this old woman? Why are you still breastfeeding this old woman? I'll tell them that I just want to try it and see. Other people, they are doing it. I just want to try and see. But I don't tell them about her condition. When people ask me, I just tell them she's fine. She's fine. But deep down within me, is she really fine? I see her every day. I see kids of her age. They are doing certain things. I'm like, oh, I wish to do this. I wish to do that. Okay, at this point, I'm reading A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, or run around. Mommy, Daddy, pressure, Michael, stuff like that. But I don't get to see all those things. There are times I cry. I'll just be in my bedroom and I'll just be crying, asking God questions like, who am I to ask questions to God? But what it is, God has been faithful. We're coping. I can't do much. That's okay. In 2022, we started making plans on relocating from Nigeria. So solely because of her condition, because we felt we would have a better opportunity and better specialists that will attend to her specifically for her condition. So in 2023 January, we came to UK, and it was not so easy getting to see a specialist for her condition. So we have, after some time, we came in January, we were able to see a doctor for her in March. So usual questions the neurologist asked: what test was carried out on when she was born, when we gave birth to her, did she cry? Similar questions that ought to have been asked from the beginning, that what could lead to this kind of problem. So while we were there, they were observing her and they saw some traits of whatever it is that they saw without carrying out the diagnosis, so without carrying out any test on her. So when the test result came in and they said that she had Angelman syndrome, we were like, Angelman syndrome, that this is the first time we're hearing this. That I thought they said it's delayed development. What is Angelman syndrome? So they had to explain to us that I think it's as a result of chromosomes. There was missing chromosomes from her gene. The first few weeks of being conceived, that was when it occurred. So in that line, they gave us medication. The medication we brought from UBT, they actually said we should continue with it, and we continued with it, which is still what we are using now. Our life has really been a blessing. She has been a blessing to us. Before she came in and after, there has been no much difference, because practically I've always been an indoor kind of person. So even though I've been an indoor kind of person, I still go out, I still go for occasions and all that, and people don't get to ask questions. But having her with so much questions, she drooling. Oh shit, kids can come close to her and they'll be feeling like irritated, like she has a particular disease that is transmittable. So after coming, we hardly go on such occasions, and even when we go on such occasions, we try to like keep her to herself, which is something that we would not want to be doing. We want her to be free. She's just like every other child. If she gets mixed with other child, I believe with their help she can accomplish so many things. So not excluding her because they feel she's drooling or they feel she's walking in a jerking way or they feel she's not their type, such kind of things is not really helpful in her development. So her coming into our life, for me specifically, it has been challenging because there are so many things that I don't do because she's there. There are so many things I would want to do, I would have loved to do, but I don't go out, I don't do them because I have to attend to her, I have to care for her because she has just us.
Give examples of the things you have to do, or rather that you love to do but you can't do because you have.
Yeah, example of things I would love to do because we have her. Okay, going out on occasions, going to a park. Going to the park, you get to see other kids as well. But we have discovered that even though we have to go to the park when other kids are there, we try to time ourselves. Maybe when kids are not there, we'll go. Or even when kids are there, we'll still go as well. Just for them to we'll try to make them understand that she's okay. You don't have to be scared of her. And for her drooling, we have gotten actually a medication that is actually helping her. So it's better going out now without that drooling issue that people will be running away from her. The best thing that can ever happen to me right now is for Precious to come home. I've dreamt of her doing that several times. It will come to pass. It will. I know it will. Even though it's going to take time, but she will call me mom one day.
As our journey concludes, we witness a mother's boundless love and enduring strength. While she remains a silhouette, her story shines brightly, reminding us of the unyielding resilience in the face of life's challenges. This is not just a story, it is a tribute to all who fight silently, yet fiercely, for those they love.